What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've jumped ahead to BT26, getting you a little bit of proxy testing. And in the same way that Golfmon OTK relies on a very efficient purple TS engine, we are going to be seeing Chronomon Holy Mode making use of a very efficient purple TS engine. So Sparamon and 4-cost Arsenal are going to come down. We're going to get a Salah in the back. And are we going to play the Tamer? This is, as you can see from the sample, this is Plutomon and the gang, the BT26 Titans, are going to go searching. And look at that lovely rip off the top. We've got a Pluto, we've got Granku. This is double pickup, so we do get Shaman and a Titan. And then we are going to trash the Pluto. And this is going to be another Asuna to one choke. Just being a little annoying. Choosing not to start a turn Asuna because it doesn't really do anything for us. We kind of want to keep her for when we get taken off board, because we will get taken off board. We're just going to stay in the back, pass over one. I realize this is a little tight for where Jambo puts his trash, but it is what it is. There we go. It's like he could hear us. So he is going to use both starter mains to trash, and then look at that, third Asuna. We're finally going to play because he's being a little bit of a jebby little jeb pot. So it's time to get going. We're not on an optimal line though. Like, this is not the 5 that you want to find. So we're actually just going to go for a body here, and once again, just pass him low. Don't end on any form of memory tax, though, which is a little annoying. So gets to do all of these Asanas. Just go up to 5. Then start of main load up. Free scope. Scope load up. Gain. So up to 6. And then training. Double Ghazi. So we will pick up the Ghazi. And these are from LM. So we're including these as well, because the LM is actually technically out now. In English as well. It's just the UK don't got them yet. I'm going to swing in for one check. We had blocker. I actually don't know why we didn't block this. Maybe just to stay upright. And ends up, you know, being a chip. Did not find a level 5, which, you know, long for them. So we're going to go out into the Doba of the Asuna. I said we would use it to try and go further, but we clearly are not. We're going to use this to go into Zombie Pluto. I don't know why we didn't just use this to go into regular. So before we draw for turn, we're going to make everyone trash down to 4, which is quite funny. So we're going to, what we do is we're going to choose to just trash at the same time. Rather than waiting for me to trash and him to trash, we're just going to decide the cards we trash and go. Going to go Salah, and then I think we just wanted the damage. So we swing in for 2 checks, hit an Asuna, which is a little annoying. But yeah, we're just keeping him low. The Asanas helped a lot. It does mean we now actually have to pass him a lot amount of memory, which is kind of annoying. But we actually have more cards in hand than him, which kind of stinks. We're on the Suno, so we can actually find a way to extend. Which I think is maybe like... Yeah, I don't hate Invasion here. Invasion for 2, and then pitch an Ogre as part of it. So pitch Granku, pitch Ogre, and then we're going to Suno play Ogre. Yeah. And then choosing not to take the draw. We should have taken the draw, because it would have made it so if he plays, then we get to do the trash again and just be annoying. Yeah. So I forgot the trigger for this. Again, this would have been great to have the body. It is not optional, by the way. So as soon as we played, down we go. So he gets to trash down, and I'm exactly on 4, so I will not be trashing down. I think he was trying to do it to try and hand rip me, but that will not be the case. I do find it funny that, like, hitting the hand was how they kind of represented no healing. We do finally have the Lady Devi, which means we do finally get to go. Again, no Serb here, so we don't really get to do too much with it. So, and no decode, by the way. because I don't have the Pluto. Just massively annoying. Get to clear 2. And then crash a screw shot to gain 1. And then us in a sideways. This is going to give us Digimon Hysteric, which, fun fact, has double decode, by the way. So it trashes all of his security cards and then pops one of our bodies, and then that's going to be recover 3. And then we get to swing in, swings over the 12, and then gets to decode. And I'm like, why would you be decoding? But yeah, it decodes Juno and a level 5 for the love of the game. Mine only decodes Plutomon specifically. So we end up not decoding because it doesn't actually matter. We're just going to go for the Lady Devi Inherit to go scope, and then, wow, look at it go. Scope load up. Hurricane Screw. Rip it. Go to 0. Chronomon Holy Mode. So it's going to come down. Can spin either of us, so it's going to be both the Plutos most likely. Okay, no, choosing not to do both the Plutos gets rid of the option card just so that way we can't do Digivolve from like a sub. We do push out now. And unless we're going to go for... We're just looking at what we can go for. We're going to go for Ogre for 0 because we have 5 or fewer. Draw. It really does mean you have to be at 4 because you draw for turn. So that's like one of the things that I'm still getting to grips with is I keep being on 5 and then forgetting I draw for turn and pushing myself up to 6. So have to be cautious where you can get your draw. Yeah, so we're out of the realms of worrying too much about Holy Mode now. Are we gonna Dark Field? Oh yeah, we still don't have the Serb is the problem. The Serb is just kind of massively annoying. So we're gonna play Dark Field here, pick up a security and add, and then I think we found a Serb off of that. So we're gonna play Witch, and then Witch, pitch Cherubi, add back Granku. Yeah, wait, we're gonna realize that we... Oh, okay, yeah, we're not gonna Salamon this time. We're actually gonna swing the Ogre. There we go. Pitch the Serb, get the suspension, and then go into Serb here. And then we get to pitch to give Inferno Divide. And we're supposed to pitch for this. Give me a second. We're gonna fix it in a second. We are gonna fix it in a second. Broski is a little goofy. Yeah, so trash, and then we go for it. My bad. But game state preserved. Now we get Pluto. Pluto pitch Granku? Yes, he has more than me. He has drawn a boatload of cards. So this means Granku comes down for Zero. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pitch him, play him. And then that's going to play, presumably... Yep. Nice little Digivolve Greymon. Do get the shot on the scope. And then this is just one check. And then we are very, very, very large. 16... Yeah, don't get Alliance because it was not there on time of attack declaration. Oh, we got sec. We all got sec -1 by the Junomon. So 0 checks at thingy. So, I mean, we get to go sideways. I was going to say a shame we don't have a way to do reboot, but most of the time you don't want reboot because of the Tyrant. But no Tyrant here right now. We got Granku. We're going to load up Hurricane Screw Shot off the Scopemon. And then Lady Devi. So we can get the extra value here. We're going to strip to cast Fly Bullet. Yeah, so not immune to anything. Yeah, so we're just gonna let him know if you shoot this Plutomon, I will eat you. I will kill a man's. Yeah. So we're gonna pop level. And then load up Hurricane Screw as part of the Fly Bullet cost. 3 cards in deck. 3 cards in deck, 2 upright blockers, and Dark Field, but we get to bind red as part of the when digivolving, so gets to load up bind red trigger. It's gonna be Asuna, Shiroki. I think the attempt here is to make Bealstar X, but I think Bealstar X may be locked somewhere in security. Never mind. Bealstar X down, gains 1 memory, and then casts bind red trigger, and then strip both when digivolving, gets to pop and pop, and then just gets to swing, and we have no blocker anymore. So, yep. We end up losing from that position. Let's get shuffled up for game number 2. I want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. Of course, support from like this means we need to say a thank you to our ultimates to help us, you know, do BT26 early. We got the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Brad, King of Knights, Rich Life, Sacred Armour, VolTC, The Vortex, Sowicken, Cobham Bound, Velocity, and Zachary Nolan. And if you want to support the channel as well, the little voices do add up. You can do so for as little as £1 a month at the Digi Egg tier. And if you are a rookie as well, I'll get you some best of 1 content a little bit earlier. Stuff like deck profiles, which will be coming out with BT26. We got Turtle Sovereign, Balfi, Marcio, Gretzi, Brando, Kessler, Z Slasher, Silver Chariot, Sandra PS, La Ott, Holcrest, Random Factor, Wilbur Velasquez, Traitor Modred, You Wish Too Much, Brad Orville, Sunkane Rock, Samurai Giallo, Tom Grant, Jambo TCG, Augustin Tamburini, and Milstan. And we have our mulligan done. So this is security set, digital gate open, and that's going to be Salamon and Fuga built in the back. Got a Serb this time, so we can actually do some stuff. And that's going to be Gazi make Asuna. We're going to swing Fuga, Fuga, pitch Serb, Serb, pitch Zombie. Finding the zombies a lot more than we're finding the Plutos, which, you know, we actually do just have to find the pieces we need. We're going to try and keep things here. And we hit double Hurricane Screw Shot. So, unaffected by that, but kind of scary that they showed up back together. I'm glad that we got them whilst we did. Just getting the damage. Guys, Digivolve, we do get to trash down. We're still at 4. I'm just going to make the Lady Devi. Lady Devi, get the load up. And then pitch to cast Fly Bullet. And there she goes. On delete, pop. And then we're going to get to the Scopemon with the load up. So get to keep turn. And then Asuna, which means we get to go Lady Devi, get to 1 choke, load up. And then what if we just passed? Yeah, kind of giga annoying, but it is what it is. One thing that is kind of cool is... Oh, no, we've drawn more cards than him, I think. No, never mind. So we get to 6. And then trash card from hand. And then we can assemble here. So, yeah, already scooping up the cards as we know that we're going to get assembled. Going to put the 5 a little high. In future testing, I've been putting the 5 like near the bottom to play around Digivolve, but like Digivolve is nothing that we have to worry about too much. Just going to get the suspension on the Plutomon in order to make sure the Plutomon is immune to option cards. But, you know, we did pass a lot of memory, so you can just, you know, extend. It's kind of the problem with this is, again, also the recursion from trash means that we're just going to keep seeing these Lady Devimons come down. So, like, especially because 3-cost Asuna was getting stuck on the board. Like, we need to find the times where 3-cost Asuna actually matters. Gonna cast Fly Bullet. Do get to... yeah, just gonna target the Plutomon. Yeah, gonna target the Plutomon just to make sure the Tyrant isn't there. Do get a burn. Gets rid of Invasion of Titans, which is a shame. And then we're gonna go Scramble, and then down comes Junomon. Yeah, trash all security, and then this is going to pop my entire board. Recover 3, and then we're going to on delete pop the Juno, so it doesn't even get the execute, but that's okay. Does, once again, float into scope, and chokes to 2. Kind of giga annoying, but it is what it is. Gonna evolve in the back, and then we're just gonna try and keep things low. So, invasion of... I mean, we could... Yeah, we could just use the trash effects to play from trash. So, yeah, I don't have to trash. We're going to do the all turns first, then do the on play to pitch. Just trying to make it so we can have as many cards in hand as possible, because it sees itself get played, so we can trigger the all turns before the on play, which is kind of like a cute line. Just going to try and make it so it's a little awkward for him to work with. This mandatory, yeah, so trying to floodgate him out does not matter here, because it being mandatory means it triggers on the Sparrow, even though neither of us trashed for the effect. So, masterfully played around it. Smile. There comes the free Evo into Black Gato. Second Asana. And choosing to prioritize the 4-cost ones because we know the 3-cost ones will get stuck on board. The first burn. Swing, Trash Hurricane, Screw Shot. He's going to get the load up. Hits a cannon. And then Bealstar. Bind Red. And then this pops the Pluto. And then we're going to float Pluto. Pluto, Trash. Dark Field to play Fuga. Fuga, Trash, Zombie Pluto, pops the -6. Pops the 6k, and then we get to use Pluto all turns to pop all lowest. So end up clearing the Bealstar Axe, preventing the lethal. And down comes the Toy Agu in response. So yeah, kind of got him. Got his ass. Just gonna Fly Bullet is gonna obviously clear the Pluto that way. Passes us a lot though. So 3 security. Can we find a way to cook his ass? The answer is hopefully yes. Hopefully. He passed me 6. Swing, pitch, to pop does hit an Asana, so I'm gonna drop some cards. Then we're gonna play Asana for 1 using the Gecko effect. Using that main, and then cards with trash, which means we get to go Cerberus here. Cerberus pitch to play Darkfield. Going to give us cheeky recover 1. Draw for the effect of being trash, and then we're going to do Darkfield. I think technically we need to do any other order. I'm not entirely sure. Going to go for the Snow Gobbly here to find a level 6. Because we now actually have to manually evolve into the level 6 because we ran out of thingies to go with. Trash 1, draw 1. And then we're going to go Titamon here. Titamon is going to play out... we're going to trash to suspend and lock one of the 4-cost Asanas. And then because now the 3-cost Asana has been hit, we do actually have to pass the 5. Gonna play the Dobemon out. Dobemon gonna decline to draw 1, trash 1. And then we're gonna swing. This time we actually have Alliance. We get to go in for a pretty sizable 17k 2 checks. And then we do need to find a way to rush execute here. We don't have a great deal, which is kind of giga annoying. And both of my level 4s are sideways, which is just like the most frustrating thing. So we're gonna go... Okay, we're going to make Plutomon. This Plutomon should be sideways. Did I accidentally troll? Oh, well, we get to play the body anyway. So we get to play whatever we want. And then Kanan, Inferno Divide here. Do we... Oh, no, Kanan just... Yeah, we're supposed to trash for the effect. Did I really not have a Cherubi? I couldn't find lethal off that. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I don't think he can actually out this board meaningfully, though. Because if he does Asana to try and extend, we get to kind of go further from there. I think maybe Pluto or like Pluto play the zombie might have been enough to lock out, but we do have enough memory to just play Lady Devi, get the load up, and then trash from sources. well, thinking about trashing from sources. We've locked him up. So, yeah, he's just going to concede there. We're going to try and save some time, and we're going to go into game 3.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', Tamers? We're back with Player Armour once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink Player Armour, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking Player Armour before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands. But the no sugar approach for Player Armour and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby. As we go into a third and final, I want to say thank you to our champions who do get bonus content from the podcast 1 month early. I want to say a thank you to Shinikari, DHM, Andy Fing, Benji Gibber, Kenneth Smith, Damato FGC, Kraken Security, Stephen Hodgen, Obsidian Cross, Pap, Kava, Samuel Larson, Harlequin, Vivol Kazas, Donkey, Scott Monnier, Joseph Vang, Soy Sauce, Sleeping Squids, Brisk Kitty, Top, Mako Stygian, Alex Chino, and Mr. Akadiva joining us. Gonna get 3-cost Asuna, 4-cost Asuna in the trash with a Sparrow. It's not perfect setup, but it's damn near close. Gonna see the... oh, yeah, I completely griefed this. Sorry, one sec. I thought Kanan was 3-cost Asuna, because in the old version of Titans, I'm only on 3-cost Asuna. So, yeah, Lamau. I just straight up whiffed. I just saw 3-cost Tamer and just went, yeah, okay, I know what that does. So we're getting one choked again as we're getting these damn Arsenas down, which is real annoying. And I have to try and decide whether I want to, like, commit the Kanan here or whether I just want to swing. We're going to pitch the Pluto, no targets to play, and then we're going to go into Pluto. Pluto is then going to... This, honestly, Giga sucks. Genuinely, in, like, from watching more content of people resolving it, I think I would have actually preferred to play the Titamon here. I think I genuinely would have think that passing crap load of memory and playing promo Titamon lock down one of the Asanas might have been value. Because I would have still gotten the Greymon. But either way, we passed low. Double fly bullet load up is kind of crunchy. Like that is not a good... That is genuinely not a good, like, look up. We are going to get a pickup off the Toy Agu, and we are going to trash from sources rather than trash from hand. We do finally get to get a load up of the Hurricane Screw Shot. And then we're going to cast Fly Bullet. And then this body is isolated against the Toy Agu. So we get the on-play first. We still haven't been marked for deletion. So we're marked for deletion. We're just not resolving the on-delete yet. So we're going to Toy Agu first. Okay, yeah. So we're going to get the Binder trigger. Then we're going to pop the smallest level 7 in trash. And you know the Greymon, it is there. Still going to have to leave him upright most likely. Options not showing up in time for Kanan to really be useful here. But we do have a Serb. So Serb can still, like, pitch to try and play something. Nothing to play. It's kind of ugly. But we just make Titamon that way. This is going to be trash Ogre. So we can get the Ogre out. I'm going to trash Fuga to get the suspend. It's not full unsuspend. But the good thing is because Bealstar doesn't have a means of unsuspending without it being the when attacking, like, this does make it so we can't take criminal amounts of damage, but we're not going to be particularly happy about getting Bind Red triggered to lose security. Trash both. We're going to pop everything. Everyone goes bye-bye. Wow, Scopemon. Can you believe none of these cards got hit on the limited restricted list at all? Literally none. So we're gonna come down. Then we are gonna pitch off. I think time is about to get called. We took a while on this one. Obviously, you know, I'm very much in a losing position. It doesn't really matter that he couldn't find a way to kill me. Yeah, it really doesn't matter that he couldn't find a way to kill me. We are going to go to time here just based on how long it took for things to come down. So, too many cards in hand because we drew up to 6, annoyingly. And if I'd realized and like not gone for the Fuga draw, then we would have been able to get our free Evo. So it ends up kind of just being a waste of time. But we are going to get the Plutomon down to get the clear, pass over 6. Wow, Scopemon takes us to 7. This is like 1 redirect blocker. Did not get Dark Field because it just never showed up. So we're in a position where we are going to lose to what, whilst it may have shown a Chronomon, is realistically just our Bealstarmon. She's still as good as ever and will remain as good as ever because for some reason, none of the three great evils were hit. Hurricane Screw Shot, Bind Red Trigger, and Goatmon staying at 4. Gonna see Bind Red come down. Gonna get the pop on the Grand Coup. Load up the Blitz. Pop. And pop. We swing. Trash. Bind Red, which pops a -7. And then, yeah, that will be a game. So that's how that round is going to end. We've already gotten our pairings for the next round, so we got to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. We got more BT26 coming up on the other side of the break. Don't go too far. Bye.